Picture something small rolling downhill. At first, it barely moves. It looks harmless, almost pointless. But give it enough time, and it turns into something unstoppable. Money works the exact same way, yet most people never see it coming. In this video, you'll learn why early effort feels unrewarding, why discipline matters more than income, and why the biggest results appear right when most people give up. The ending will completely reframe how you think about growth. Imagine you're standing at the top of a huge snowy mountain. You pack together a small snowball, maybe just the size of your fist. It's nothing special. You give it a little push and watch it start to roll. At first, it's slow. It picks up a little more snow, getting slightly bigger. A few feet later, it's the size of a basketball, then a beach ball. As it rolls faster and faster down that long mountain, it collects more and more snow at an incredible rate. By the time it reaches the bottom, that tiny snowball you started with has turned into a massive, unstoppable giant, bigger than a car. That right there is the power of compounding. It's the simple idea of earning returns not just on your original money, but on the returns you've already earned. It's your money-making babies, and then those babies grow up and have babies of their own. It's a chain reaction of wealth creation. Let's break it down with a super simple example. Say you have $100 and you find a place to put it that gives you a 10% return each year. After year one, you've earned 10% on your $100. That's $10. Your new total is $110, simple enough. But here's where the magic happens. In year two, you're not earning 10% on your original $100 anymore. You're earning 10% on the full $110. So your return for year two is $11. Your new total is $121. It might not seem like much. An extra dollar? Who cares? But that extra dollar is the key. It was earned by your previous earnings. It's the first little bit of extra snow your snowball picked up. Let's fast forward. In year 10, you wouldn't just have $200, your original $100 plus 10 years of $10 interest. No, because of compounding, you'd have about $259. After 20 years, you'd have $672. After 30 years, you'd have $1,745. And after 50 years, that initial single $100 bill would have grown to a staggering $11,739. All you did was put it to work and let it do its thing. You didn't add another cent. That's the snowball effect in action. There's that famous line often attributed to Einstein that says, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." We just saw the earning it part, but the paying it part is just as powerful, and it's a trap millions of people fall into every single day. I'm talking about credit card debt. That's compounding working against you. The average credit card interest rate can be a painful 20% or even higher. If you have a $100 balance and you only make the minimum payments, that 20% interest is compounding against you. It's why a small debt can feel like a ball and chain you drag around for years or even decades. The snowball is rolling uphill and it's crushing you. So if this is so powerful, why don't more people take advantage of it? The answer is simple. Our brains are not built for it. We are linear thinkers living in an exponential world. Think about it like this. If I offered to give you $1,000 every day for 30 days, you can easily picture it. Day 1, you have $1,000. Day 2, $2,000. Day 30, you have $30,000. Your brain sees that nice, straight, predictable line. But compounding doesn't work like that. It's a curve that starts slow and then shoots for the stars. It's like a lily pad in a pond. If that lily pad doubles in size every day and it takes 30 days to cover the entire pond, on which day is the pond only half covered? The answer isn't day 15, the answer is day 29. For the first 29 days, it looks like nothing much is happening. You see a growing lily pad, sure, but there's still plenty of water. And then in one single day, it goes from half covered to completely covered. That explosive, backloaded growth is what our linear brains have a hard time grasping. We get impatient in the early days when the snowball is still small and the lily pad only covers a tiny corner of the pond. We give up thinking it's not working right before it's about to explode. Okay, so you get it. Compounding is a big deal. It's a giant wealth-building snowball. But how do you actually build it? How do you make it work for you? You have 3 magic levers you can pull. 3 things you can control to change the size and speed of your snowball. Lever number 1, time, your ultimate superpower. This is without a doubt the most important lever of them all. It's the one thing you can't get back, and it's why starting early is like having a superpower. The length of the snowy mountain your snowball rolls down is more important than almost anything else. Let me tell you a story about two friends, Anna and Ben. Anna starts investing at age 25. She decides to put away $200 every single month. She does this for just 10 years and then stops completely. At age 35, she doesn't add another penny. Her total contribution out of her own pockets, $24,000. $200 times 12 months times 10 years. Her friend Ben waits a while. He starts investing at age 35, the exact age Anna stopped. He also puts away $200 every month. But Ben is dedicated. He invests $200 every single month until he's 65. That's 30 years of consistent investing. His total contribution? A massive $72,000. 200 times 12 months times 30 years. That's 3 times the amount of money Anna put in. Now, let's assume they both got an average 10% annual return. Who do you think ends up with more money at age 65? It's not even close. Ben, who invested $72,000 of his own money, ends up with around $448,000, a fantastic amount. But Anna, who started 10 years earlier and only invested $24,000, ends up with over $632,000. Let that sink in. She invested a third of the money but ended up with almost $200,000 more. How? Because her money had an extra 10 years to work for her. Her snowball had a 10-year head start rolling down that mountain. Time is your greatest ally in the world of investing. The money you invest in your 20s is more powerful than the money you invest in your 30s, which is more powerful than the money you invest in your 40s. Even if you can only start with a tiny amount, just $10 or $20 a month, starting now is infinitely better than starting with a larger amount later. Lever number 2, money. How much you feed the snowball. This is the most obvious lever. The more money you put in, the bigger your snowball gets. This is where most people get stuck. They think, I can't become rich with compounding because I don't have thousands of dollars to invest. This is a trap. It's the all or nothing mindset. You don't need a lottery win to get started, you just need to start. Let's talk about something most of us do. Buy a fancy coffee. Let's say it costs $5. It's a small daily pleasure. But what if you decided to skip that $5 coffee and invest that money instead? $5 a day doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. That's $35 a week. That's about $150 a month. If you took that $150 a month and invested it, earning a pretty average 8% return, which is a bit more conservative than our 10% example, let's see what happens. After 10 years, you'd have about $27,000. After 20 years, you'd have over $87,000. After 30 years, you'd have over $225,000. After 40 years, you'd have over $518,000. Over $500,000. From what? From the money you would have spent on coffee. Suddenly, that daily latte costs $500,000. This isn't about depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about being mindful of where your money is going and realizing that every single dollar you have is a little worker. You can either spend it and it's gone forever, or you can invest it and it will go out and build a team of more dollar workers for you. Look at your bank statement. Find one small recurring expense you can cut. That's your seed money. That's the start of your snowball. Lever number 3, interest rate, how fast your snowball rolls. The third lever is the rate of return you earn on your money. Think of this as the steepness of the snowy mountain. A steeper mountain means the snowball picks up speed and snow much faster. Now, how do you get a return on your money? There are lots of ways, and they all come with different levels of risk. You could put your money in a high-yield savings account. It's very safe, but the interest rate is usually quite low. Your snowball will grow, but it will roll very, very slowly. The place where most people look for higher returns over the long term is the stock market. The stock market can sound scary, but at its core, it's just owning tiny little pieces of big successful companies. When those companies do well, the value of your piece goes up. A common way people invest is through something called an index fund. An S&P 500 index fund, for example, lets you own a tiny slice of the 500 largest companies in the US. Historically, over the long run, the average annual return for the S&P 500 has been around 10%. Some years it's up, some years it's down, but over decades, it has shown strong average growth. A 10% return makes your snowball roll much faster than a 1% return from a savings account. The difference between earning 7% and 10% over 30 or 40 years is not 3%. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's the difference between retiring comfortably and retiring wealthy. The key is understanding that to get a higher return, you usually have to accept more risk, especially in the short term. But over long periods like the 20, 30, or 40 years we're talking about, that risk has historically been rewarded. The goal isn't to pick the one winning stock. It is to harness the general growth of the economy and let that power your snowball. Okay, you've been patient. You've learned the mechanics, the psychology, and the levers. Now, I want to share one final thought experiment that, for me, truly slammed home the earth-shattering power of compounding. This is the moment where it all clicks. I'm going to make you an offer. You have two choices. Choice A, I give you $1 million tax-free right here, right now in your hand. Choice B, I give you a single penny, just 1 cent. But for the next 31 days, I will double that penny's value every single day. Which one do you choose? Be honest, the $1 million sounds pretty good, right? It's instant wealth, a guaranteed win. The penny sounds like a joke. Let's see what happens if you choose the penny. On day 1, you have 1 cent. On day 2, you have 2 cents. On day 3, 4 cents. On day 4, 8 cents. After a full week, day 7, you have a grand total of 64 cents. Your friends with $1 million are probably laughing at you. Let's keep going. On day 10, you have $5.12. Still nothing. On day 15, halfway through, you have $163.84. You're probably feeling pretty dumb right now. On day 20, you finally have a respectable $5,242.88. Nice, but it's a tiny fraction of $1 million. This is the part where most people give up. This is the linear brain screaming that you made the wrong choice. It looks like it's not working. But you've forgotten about the lily pad. You've forgotten about the snowball. The last part of the journey is where all the growth happens. Let's watch the magic in the final week. On day 28, you have $1,342,177.28. Whoa! In one day, you finally passed the $1 million mark. But we still have 3 days left. On day 29, you have $2,684,354.56. On day 30, you have $5,368,709.12. And on the final day, day 31, your single penny has become $10,737,418.24. $10 million. All from one penny that doubled. That is the explosive, mind-bending power of compounding. It is slow, boring, and almost invisible for the first 90% of the journey. And then it creates more wealth in the last few days than in all the previous days combined. If that penny example just blew your mind, return the favor by hitting that like button. It takes 1 second and lets me know this was truly helpful. The journey to wealth isn't a sprint, it's a marathon of patience. It's not about finding the next hot stock tip, it's about starting your own snowball, no matter how small, and giving it the one thing it needs most: time. Stop waiting for the $1 million prize and start building your own. Your future self will thank you for every single penny you put to work today. This is the Money Channel. You will get richer.